Welcome to Hibernate tutorial. So in our previous tutorial we have created the beans, we have created the main class and configuration file and pom.xml. So in the configuration file, Hibernate configuration file, we will add two more properties here. What we will do, we will add these two properties. One is for show SQL and another is for to create the database or to create the table automatically. So Hibernate will create the table for us. So here now what we will do is we will add our beans here, com.tel dot employee. So this is our bean, and we will add address as well as so these are two Pojo class. So an employee can have multiple addresses. So here inside the employee we have this list of addresses, and inside the addresses we have to create a employee. What we will do, we will create employee private employee and we will create the setters and getters. So here you can see the my setters and getters. Now what next things I have to do, I have to add the annotations. So first annotation will be entity. So here we will use the persistent API, and another annotation we will use table. So for the table we will give it as name, and table name will be employee. So this is the name which we are going to do, and then we have the ID, and then we have generate type, generate value. So we will keep it default, and or we can give the column. And we can give the name of the column as ID, and so here name of the column will be name, and here will be salary. So we have added the now here we will have one-to-many mapping with the address. So what we will do, we will use one-to-many mapping and we will map it by employee. So here we'll have one-to-many mapping, and we will pass map by, we will pass it as employee. So we will map this addresses by employee. And what changes we need in addresses, here again we will have entity, and then we will have table, and we will give name as name as address. And here we will have column, and column name will be house number Similarly, we will have column for the city, then for the country, and in the employee, what we have to do, we can use this annotation many to one. We have one to many with address, then we have @employee many to one, and joining column will be so we will have join column and we will name it as id. We will map with the id. So other part which we will do here is in the main class. Here we will first add this configuration. So we will use Hibernate configuration here. New configuration. So here configuration dot configure, and we will pass the hibernate.cfg.xml file here. After that, we will create the session factory. Configuration dot build session factory. Then we will create the session. Session factory dot open session. Now what we will do here is we will create the transaction. Transaction is equal to session dot begin transaction, and transaction dot commit. Then we will close the session, close, and we will close the session factory. Now in between here we will create the object of the employee. And we will add the values to the employee. Get name or set name. Set name, tell comma, employee dot set salary, so 14,000. Then we will create the object of the address. And address dot set city Mohali, address dot set country India, address dot set house number 123. So here we will create one more object, address 2, and city is Chandigarh, India, house number 321. And what next part we will do, we will create a list of address, array list, and array list of address, then we will add this addresses, add address, then we will add address 2, then we will add this address to the employee class, employee dot set addresses, and here we will persist this session dot persist will persist the employee. So this is how my main class will look like, and we have created the multiple addresses for an employee. So in our next tutorial we will test our part, we will see if we will face some problem. So in this sessions what we have covered, we have added all the required annotations, and we have created this main class. So thank you for watching the video.